Hello again, guys, and welcome back. And here we've got another amazing interview with another one of the candidates from the current series of The Apprentice. And I have to say, I'm looking forward to this because this interview is guaranteed to be packed full of passion, and it's just going to be go, go, go. So anyway, it's with great delight that I am really pleased to be able to introduce you to Michaela Wain. Hello!
Hello, everybody.
It's great to have you. Thank you for making time, because I appreciate, obviously, with the series airing, you are back to back with stuff, and fully appreciate that you've taken a short bit of time to have a chat with us. Do you want to tell everyone a bit about what you do in your day-to-day life outside of the show?
Yeah, sure. So, firstly, I'm a single mum of a son who's 8 years old. That's my main job. But then I run 6 companies. A construction company, property development company, tiling company, construction magazine, utility connection company, and a local magazine. Wow, that's a lot.
That is, and it's absolutely inspirational that actually you're able to make all of, be involved with all those businesses. And I appreciate you've probably got business partners on board, but actually, to be able to juggle a mind like that takes real talent.
Yeah. I mean, it is just all about prioritising your time. If there's a major problem with anyone in the businesses, I'll flip over to that one. The majority of my time is spent on the construction magazine. That's my first business and my main business. But yeah, I'm available for all the businesses whenever they need me.
Absolutely. So let's move on some of the questions now. What does mentoring mean to you?
I mean, it means everything, to be fair. I mean, the reason that I applied for The Apprentice, because I am already relatively successful in comparison to other people's companies. We turn over around 3 million between my 2 major businesses. But everything that I've done by myself. I didn't have any advice from anybody. There was nobody I could turn to. Nobody in my family had a business. Nobody knew what they were doing. I didn't know my ass from my elbow, if I'm honest, when I started. I was getting advice on accounts off a butcher over the street. So I had no idea what to do. And although I've scaled it up now and, all the businesses are doing incredibly well, I want to take it to that next level. I'm planning on opening my magazine in Canada, going overseas. And the experience and the knowledge that I could receive off Lord Sugar is invaluable. You can't buy that. You couldn't read enough knowledge that he has got in his brain. So why would anybody not want a business partner who's got that sort of understanding?
Absolutely. And it must have been quite interesting for you, because obviously most of the other candidates, when they applied, were very much in the fledgling states of their business, whereas you, let's be honest, very experienced, I almost want to say long in the tooth on a serial entrepreneur. So that must have felt slightly strange, at the point of applying.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I didn't know that I would be so successful. I thought everybody who went on there would be in a similar position to myself. I don't understand, maybe at times I'm a bit naive as to how well I have done. It was only being on the show that I realised actually what I'd achieved was pretty good. Before that, I just thought I was just plodding on, and then it was just due to the compliments throughout the series that that make you realise how well you've done. But I totally lost my train of thought then. What else I was going to say is I actually would never have told any of the other candidates what I had earned or what I turned over, because I felt immediately like I was at an advantage, but a disadvantage as well, because everybody treated me different. Everybody treated me different than anyone else, because they sort of looked up to me for advice. And there's times when I was like, well, I've never made burgers. Don't look to me for what to do. So yeah, I'm kind of under a little bit more pressure than others I felt.
Yeah, absolutely. I can understand that, and it's especially with your character, because actually your character is very out there. Your personality is very, very fantastic. Actually, you're very out there. So I can understand the extra pressure that you would have felt.
Yeah. It was really tasking at times, and just all the pressure on me. It felt like in periods where people was sort of looking to me for guidance, and I don't anything that's within my sector, my industry. I'll tell anybody anything. I love to teach people. I love training my staff. I'm really hands-on. But when people are looking for hints and tips on how to get through a process that I've never been involved in before, I was just like, ah.
So obviously we can't talk about what happens in the series because that's happening on television at the moment. But do you use mentoring in your day-to-day work then?
We actually take on our own apprentices.
Mm.
So we have a good apprentice scheme at the moment, and it's myself who does all of the training as well for all of the staff that come in. We don't do anything official, no mentoring, sort of official schemes, but and if I'm honest, in my own personal life as well, I consider myself a strong mentor for other people. I've helped 3 other girls who have worked for me to now go on and set up their own companies, and I've helped them through the whole beginning process of it. And you know, just giving people as much advice as I can, because I know when I was starting up, I was like a sponge. I wanted to listen to everything anybody could tell me. And unfortunately, there isn't enough free advice out there. So I like to do whatever I can to help other people to get to where I've got as well.
Absolutely, and actually, particularly when it comes to apprentices, every apprentice needs a mentor. They need that guiding hand. It's one of the things that we're involved with across the country, actually helping businesses to prepare those mentors, but supporting them. You're so right there.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. I mean, we're taking a lot of apprentices, and then we hopefully, after they normally do a year's intern with us, and after that, I think we've only ever had one that didn't take a role with us after that, and we've probably taken on maybe 15. So we're keen on. We're actually looking at the minute as well if anybody wants to come and have a little apprenticeship with us.
There you go. You see, absolutely. But no, I mean the figures speak for itself, really. So, is there a particular mentor that's influenced you in your life?
No, if I'm honest, no, and I don't mean this to say I'm big-headed now, but everything that I've achieved, I've just done it. That I've done it by myself. I don't look at anybody now and think, oh, I want to be like you. The way that I work in my mind is I want to do better than I did last year. And so no matter what it is, whether it's business or personal or whatever, I'll think, right, I want to do better than what I did last year. So if last year I turned over 3 million, this year I want to turn over 4 million. And I'm just constantly trying to improve myself. Unfortunately, I come from a background where we were a bit rough and ready, to say the least. And we didn't have much. And so I don't know any business people. I couldn't go to anyone for any advice. There was nobody really that inspirational around me. So I just inspired myself.
Well, I mean, and that speaks for itself. And the fact that actually you're so passionate about mentoring others absolutely mirrors the fact that
100%, because I didn't have anybody, you see. So, that's why now when anybody needs any help or advice with anything, I'm more than willing to help everybody out, because, I know how difficult it is. Them beginning stages, the first 18 months are questionable in any business. So it's really important to be able to have somebody to turn to just give you a bit of advice or contact anything that you can get.
Absolutely. And do you find that the people, when you work with people like that there's common themes that come up?
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
So for example, do you find that often you're helping people with their confidence, or do you find that actually it's all about knowledge that you're leading people through?
I think the thing, what I found with the people who I've helped, the most common thing is accounts. And I'll always say to everybody, your accounts have got to be in line. I actually lost a business. The first business I started went under, and I just completely messed up, because I'm not an accountant. I'm a saleswoman. I knew nothing about it. I took on a bad accountant. He's been struck off now. Everything felt like it had got too much and went wrong. And my company actually went into administration. So I'll always say to everybody, your accounts have got to be bang on. You've got to know your profit margins. But the thing on top of that, and the most important thing that I will say to everyone, is you just got to know that you can do it. If you have an idea and you think, right, I'm going to quit my job, I'm going to invest money, whatever it is that you're going to choose to do, once you make that choice, stick at it. Do not give up. Just know, be super, super positive and know what your end goal is. And as long as you knuckle down and you be positive, you turn in every day and you do what you should be doing, you will make it. People will make it. You've just got to keep that belief in yourself. Whatever started you in the process, keep following through with that, and easy peasy.
Absolutely. That self-belief, that self-confidence is so important. It's so important. And going back to you applying for the Apprentice and Lord Sugar, was it something about confidence that you were after in that mentorship? Was it more about knowledge? Was it more about scale? What was it you were seeking in that relationship?
Do you know what? It was elements of it all. I really struggled in the process. You will have seen there in week one. I looked very nervous because I was, and I do struggle with my nerves and speaking to people and public speaking and my confidence. Although I knew I was doing well because I've got a nice house, I have a nice car, I go on holidays and all the rest of it. Like I said, I didn't realise before entering that house how well I'd done, and so entering the process, even the audition stages and where we're up to so far, has all helped with my confidence, taking myself out of the comfort zone and being around people like Karen Brady and Lord Sugar, who actually was saying, you know what, you've done really well. Like just somebody saying, why are you here, like I did, and me having an answer back to him, I was like, oh, well, that's amazing that he's questioning why I would be here, because it proves I'm already doing well. So all these little things really helped with my confidence and helped me to grow as a businesswoman. And obviously there's loads of different tasks, and potentially if I get all the way through that, I'll be doing things that I don't normally do in my day-to-day life. So it was the experience of it as well.
Absolutely. That's so true. And all the things you talk about, particularly about the finances and just understanding that, like I say, the process and all the rest of it. If you look at The Apprentice, you look at Dragon's Den, you look at the US version of Shark Tank, that's all fundamental to being able to grow businesses.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. So we're reaching the end of our time, so I'm very sorry. I'm going to have to kind of start wrapping things up. What do you think the future of mentoring is?
I honestly believe they need to do more from a younger age within schools. It is my opinion on it. I would love my son to be able to go to school and they teach him not just maths and English and algebra, stuff you're never going to use as well, like geography, what the soil is. Well, I don't remember it. It was pointless. But I would have really benefited from somebody saying, this is what corporation tax is, this is what personal tax is, you have VAT chargeable on everything, and you need to charge X amount to make such amount. Teaching just the fundamentals of business, what the HMRC is. People come to me and they have no idea how to apply to be self-employed, what's the difference between limited company, self-employed, PLC, all these things they should be taught at a younger age, so that when people leave school, if they want to go on and be a gardener or they want to go on and be their own accountant or whatever it is people choose to do, then they've got the foundations, the knowledge that they're going to need to just start a small one-man band if that's what they want to do. There needs to be more out there. There's just not enough people.
Absolutely. Is there anything we could do to attract more people to be mentors, do you think?
Do you know what? And everybody who I know within business loves to help other people. I've not come across anybody where, I would say to people like, oh, please, will you just tell me what to do with this? And I have no shame whatsoever. If I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to ask someone. And everybody's always so happy to help. But there's just not enough avenues out there. The business people I know we're not going to look to be a mentor for someone. We need people to come to us and say, can you help me with this, that, and the other? And I think everybody would be happy to do it. There just needs to be, more PR out there so that mentors can sign up to something and help people.
Absolutely. And it's absolutely wonderful to hear you talk with such passion about mentoring. It really does.
Yes, I mean, it's so important. Before I got into this, I was at university doing a religion degree. Not many people know this. And I wanted to be a teacher, actually. So I've always been about helping younger people.
Absolutely. And actually, I started off as a teacher before I got into psychology. Actually.
There you go. Amazing.
All goes round. Well, I'm very sorry we have run out of time, but it's been an absolute pleasure. I do feel that you and I could just carry on talking for ages. Michaela, it's been an absolute delight. We obviously wish you well in the series over the next few weeks. We'll be following everything. But thank you so very much.
Oh, no worries. Honestly, anytime.
Super. Right, guys, stay tuned because we've got some more fantastic interviews coming up for you. All right, guys.